Yeah, so one of the stories I want to tell is about a lady named Laura Perrott Mahan, and she's probably one of my local history heroes. She was a lady who was born in 1867 in Lolita, and by the end of her life, she ended up helping to save about 30,000 acres of redwood forest. And what she did was she would bring people into the forest to show them the old growth, get them to experience it for themselves. It's pretty spectacular to see old growth forests, all light and airy and things like that. And she would use those tours to encourage local people to start supporting the redwood conservation movement, which was pretty new at the time. This is about the turn of the century. And she ended up teaming up with Save the Redwoods League, which of course was founded in San Francisco, to do a more localized approach to saving the redwoods. So while Save the Redwoods League would go to work with legislators and philanthropists in the Bay Area, she would spend a lot of her time here locally, encouraging people to visit the woods and try to encourage their friends to donate money to the cause of saving the redwoods. One of their first causes for the Women Save the Redwoods League, which she was the president of, was to save Carson Woods, which is a spot in Fortuna. They campaigned alongside Save the Redwoods League for about 10 years, but unfortunately Carson Woods ended up being logged. But that next year, she had a pretty big win in terms of saving the Dyerville Forest, which now a lot of people know as Founders Grove in Humboldt Redwood State Park. And kind of the big part of that everyone likes to pay attention to is she hopped up on a redwood stump and stood in front of the loggers and said, "I dare you to cut down some more trees while I stand here. This is a forest we need to save." And in the end, Pacific Lumber did end up selling the forest to Save the Redwoods League to turn into a state park, but there's a lot of legal battles that followed that. But like I said, by the end of her life, she ended up saving about 30,000 acres of redwood forest, working with local people, women's organizations, the Chamber of Commerce, to bring people together to save the old growth.